We recently embarked on an epic adventure, driving the entire coastline of Great Britain in our 7.5-tonne lorry home with our 3 kids. Keen to uncover the very best of Britain and see our tiny island like we've never done before. It's been 1 week since we kicked it off back in beautiful Dorset, and since then we've travelled through to Devon, and now we're about to cross into Cornwall.
The place where so many of you have messaged us saying you have not got a chance in hell getting this truck down those country roads.
We're buzzing for the amazing beaches and excited to try the food.
I've never ever had a Cornish pasty before.
But those famously tight Cornish roads, we're not quite as excited for those.
Do not try to drive your lorry down here because you will get stuck.
Yep, that's tight. We're exposing ourselves, guys.
Don't stare at the cows.
Cornwall is notoriously known as being difficult for van life, and we're attempting it in a lorry.
I saw the traffic warden beelining it straight to the truck. Right, it's time, guys. We are now heading from Devon into Cornwall, the place where so many of you have messaged us saying you have not got a chance in hell getting this truck down those country roads. So yeah, this could be challenging. Oh no.
That's why you don't drive like that.
That is exactly why you do not drive like that.
Feeling really excited about crossing the county border into Cornwall, we left Plymouth with a 23-mile journey ahead of us to the iconic Cornish town of Louth.
We've just come out the other side of Plymouth. I think this area is called Devonport, I think. And we are catching, or hopefully going to catch, the Devonport Ferry to the other side of the estuary. But it did say that there's a reduced service. I should be all right because there's an 18-tonne limit. We're only 7.5 tonne. So I'm hoping there is no issues. Just about aboard the Devonport I'm getting loaded. Anyway, it's the Devonport Ferry. It's going to cost us £7.30 to cross because we're a bigger vehicle. But the weight limit on this is 18 tonnes, so pretty much anyone that has a motorhome can go over this. If you've got a motorhome bigger than 18 tonnes, then let us know because I'd like to know what you're driving. Not sure how we actually pay for the toll, because there's a sign when you board saying £7.30 for vehicles over 3.5 tonne, and there's a sign as you come on here saying turn off your engine and someone will be round to collect your fee. Nobody's been walking round.
But you did see somewhere that it was only a charge one way, so we're not sure if that's the case. Or
I did read somewhere that it's a one-way charge, but I just presume that means you can't buy a return ticket. But I don't know. So if you're local to here, let us know, or we'll await a fine through the door maybe. Hopefully not. Yeah. Oh, someone's already got their engine started. They're keen to get off. Right, anyway, we have got 34 minutes to go until we get to Louth. And Teddy's very much looking forward to his pasty, aren't you, Teddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to share with me.
Right, love that. Some guy just walked past in his high vis, so Rick just asked him, like, do we have to pay? And he said, no, you don't have to pay. You pay on your way back, because they assume that if you're going this way, you're going to come back at some point. I just said to Rick, they assume wrong, because we are not going back.
We're not coming back.
We are going forward, and forward only.
See you later, Devonport and Plymouth. Very nice.
So, first taste of these Cornish Roads, what do you reckon, babe?
Well, hang on a minute.
What?
These are still 2 lanes.
Well,
they're a little bit tight. You know, I am straddling a little bit, but it's like warm-up. This is like the warm-up.
I think it probably is, isn't it?
Yeah. And so far it's fine. I've only hit 2 cars and a caravan. So I think we're doing all right.
Dad's joking. We're now just 2 miles outside of Louth, and we have checked, we've done a good old Google Maps check, say I have, Rick's done the Google Maps check, and the car park there seemed pretty big. So we're hopeful that we'll be able to get in, but it is always a mystery and we're never ever sure, are we? Like,
yeah, there's coach bays, but I've said before, like, these places get a bit funny if you take up a coach bay,
yeah,
which is sort of understandable.
Yeah.
Some places have motorhome bays. I don't think this does, but we'll see when we get there.
Yeah, we don't know what the setup is either. Is it AMPR? Is there someone manning it? Or
That's the other
do we
thing.
need 1 ticket or 2 tickets?
Yeah, if we need 2 tickets, then it's going to be an expensive stop.
Yeah, we'll find out in just a minute.
That's an interesting junction.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the bin lorry. Oh. So there I am, like, if a bin lorry can get down here, I can get down here. The bin lorry is like the size of a transit van. Oh.
There must be delivery trucks though.
There's, well, I know there's coach bays. There's coach bays in the parking. Exactly. So if there's coach bays.
Oh, the car park's over there. I think it looks empty. If that is the car
Is that
park.
sarcasm, Kira?
No, I think it is empty. I wouldn't wind you up, babe.
You wouldn't wind me up. There's a reason I am so grey, and it's the amount of times you wind me up. Still a few people. Oh, it's very beautiful, isn't it? Millpool, that's where we're going. You bloody sending me.
That was very steep, wasn't that? Dad?
Oh, you're telling me, Teddy? I thought I was on a roller coaster.
That was steep. It was steep.
Is it ANPR?
Doesn't look it. It's my initial observations.
I'm not sure I'm going to get in.
Are you serious?
There's nowhere for me to park, Pip. Do you see anywhere I can park?
Dad!
Right, we'll have a little drive around because there could be multi-use spaces, because we did see that at the last car park. We had multi-use.
Well, that was at West Bay, wasn't it?
That was at West Bay, which is in Devon?
Dorset!
Dorset. So Dorset, I was going to say Dorset Council know what they're doing, but at the lighthouse at Portland, they didn't. So mixed car parks. But as people will probably agree and understand, and we certainly understand this, we are quite big. And so parking is always a little bit of a challenge, but we'll have a little look around. Okay, so we're not going to go in the coach parking. Right, I'm going back up the other end, I think. Let's pick a space where I can easy peasily get outy shouty. See, any of these end spaces is probably decent. Well, that's us all parked up in Louth. This is the Millpool car park, I think. I think it's the only car park in Louth, and it is humongous. So obviously a place a lot of people come. We've had to take up 2 spaces because we can't go in the coach bays and we're huge. And we're parked right next to a sign that says motorhomes are not allowed to stay overnight. So no overnight parking for motorhomes. But I need to check and see if there's any information on if I need to get 2 tickets or not. I'm hoping no. Let's have a look. So charges, let's have a look. See if there is anything about... There is, okay, here we go. Coaches and commercial vehicles per hour. So it's £1.90 per hour, or £12.10 for 24 hours. Right, coach and commercial. 2.
Can I
Enter, wait there, enter registration.
What one's that?
BJ, press 6.
Press 6, that's 6.
Press it again. Yeah, let's go for 3 hours. Okay, so there we go. So there is a coach and commercial vehicle charge. Wait there. And I've got one of those because... Oh, wait there. Oh, that's really strange. Maybe I've just got away with paying... So how much did I do? I did 4 hours for £7.60. Okay, so 4 hours for a car is £6.80. So interestingly, interestingly, per hour commercials are £1.90 and up to 1 hour in a car is £2.30. So I've got 4 hours, and we don't plan. Come on, Teddy. Run. Okay, go on. And there's no cars. We don't plan on being here for 4 hours. This is just a day stop. The kids have actually got their music ukulele lesson this morning. So whilst the big two are doing that, me and Ted are just going to have a little walk around near the river and then we'll head in and explore this beautiful place. Hopefully it's beautiful.
We were just saying how amazing it would be to live in that house over there, over the water.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's so beautiful.
Like, you could
You
go
got their own
swimming
little
in the summer.
boats
you have
there.
a beautiful bench, and you could build a tree house in the woods. Look, look.
Slow down on this bit, Jack, okay?
Don't worry, Safe is my middle name.
Safe is not your middle name.
There it is.
I thought your middle name was Danger.
No. Ah!
Don't! Jack, seriously, you can't do that. Like a serious mum mode going on now. Okay, because if you accidentally fell in, I'd have to jump in after you. First purchase of the day, and Piper's got herself a brand new necklace.
Shark teeth.
It's a shark tooth one, some purple beads, and that's still with your birthday money, isn't it?
I got loads of it.
February, you're still spending birthday money. You're just a good saver, I think.
I'm a good saver, yeah, I am.
Well, Louth is a very, very nice place. It's busy. It's much bigger than we thought it was. We thought this was going to be like a small coastal village, and it turns out it is a fair-sized town with a lot of shops, a lot of touristy shops, but also a lot of the main high street shops you normally see in towns.
Now we've come here for a pasty. Well, a few pasties, and we did do some research beforehand because there are a few, there's so many to choose from, and we wanted to pick the very best, obviously. So we are going to Sarah's Pasties.
Let's have a little look at traditional beef and Stilton.
Traditional Cornish pasty, please.
Yep.
Yeah, one bacon, cheese and leek, and then a cheese and onion, please.
Yeah. Would you like just a sausage roll, Penny?
No, like kidneys.
A steak and kidney party.
They're massive.
I'll eat that in one day. I'll buy myself. That'll so good for a lunch.
Yeah. Cinnamon Piper, if you look over there, they're actually making them.
Wow.
Thank you ever so much. Take care now.
Cheers.
Dad, if you want, I can hold one for you.
Okay, so I don't actually like Cornish pasties. I know, criminal. So I've gone for a steak and kidney pie, that is.
If you didn't know what that was,
Bacon, cheese and leek.
bacon, cheese and leek. Teddy's also gone for the steak pie because he loves a bit of steak. Piper's was a little bit tricky. We had to go to another bakery because the Sarah's pasty shop is proper traditional and uses lard, doesn't it? Which means that we can't give that to Piper because she's a vegetarian.
Yeah, so we found another shop. And this is the thing as well.
What?
Sarah's does things traditionally, so the pastry is made with lard. Piper went to sort of what looked to be like more of a mainstream place where they're probably factory made, and as such doesn't contain lard.
Yeah.
So she's decent.
So everyone's got something to eat.
I did get the Cornish pasty, and I've never ever had a Cornish pasty before, so this is going to be interesting. And it weighs an absolute ton. It is so heavy.
Wow, that is seriously good. I haven't had steak and kidney for a long, long time. I used to have kidney as a kid with baked beans. Lovely. But this is good.
So Cornish pasty, I believe, is mincemeat, beef,
the bottom bit, look.
with swede, onion, carrot. I don't know, maybe it's not got carrot in actually. Rick, it doesn't have carrot in, doesn't it? A traditional Cornish pasty. No, so it hasn't got carrot in. I'll have to Google the ingredients. I mean, most people probably know what's in a Cornish pasty, but I've just never had one before, so I ain't got a clue. But let's give it a go. Oh wow. That is like the size of this thing though. Let me pull it out. It's tasty. There's a seagull circling. But look at the size of that thing. Absolutely massive. I'm gonna be stuffed after this.
He wet himself.
Go away, go away, go away. What's happened down there, babe?
Huh? I've spilt it and we've forgotten any wipes. This really needs a fork.
Savage, isn't it? Yeah, that's the only trouble because you got the pie, not the pasty.
And that seagull is brazen.
It's watching us, isn't it?
It's watching us and coming a bit too close.
It was great, it was so great.
After our bite to eat, we headed to the old Guildhall Museum. Tucked inside a stunning 15th century building, it is a real gem. Entry is just £3 for adults and kids go free. The building itself is incredible, packed with history and character, and despite its small size, there's so much to see and learn.
I know.
Jack will go in.
No, this is scary.
It's scary.
Go.
Oh, here we go. Come inside.
Make sure the door doesn't shut behind you.
Our ghost, it says. We believe our resident ghost was called Jennifer, a young and very pretty girl who attracted the eye of a town Mevagissey. He put her in one of the cells overnight and she was never seen again. Many people have sensed her presence, including dogs, and we all say hello to her every day. So everyone say, hello Jennifer.
Don't say it 3 times like Jumanji through the back of time. Oh, is it? An ambulance? Look at that. That's really cool, huh? We just arrived back at the truck and that was a very, very lucky escape. I was literally just walking across the car park and I saw the traffic warden beelining it straight to the truck. And so I picked up my pace a little bit and he did something on his phone and I was like, oh, here we go. So I shouted, you ain't giving me a ticket, have you, pal? And he said, I'm about to. And I asked why and he said, it's because we're parked in 2 bays, so need 2 tickets. Which is sort of understandable. I did sort of say to him, I did get a commercial ticket because, you know, that's what I thought. And he actually understood. He sort of said, yeah, we're trying to get some big bays put in for motorhomes and bigger vehicles, but the council are not doing it. So, you know, he's basically saying if I go to a coach bay, I'll get fined. So what I need to do is pay 2 tickets in future in Cornwall. So that's what I'm going to do. But Kira and that are coming back. I said to him, look, I'm going to head off, but I'll get an extra ticket anyway. So I've bought another ticket for just an hour. So I've now got 2 tickets. So he's all happy. But there we go. But even some of these other motorhomes, they're too big for the bays. So they're selecting bays where there's chevrons at the back of them and they can overhang correctly. Not sure if they're too fussed about that or not, but yeah. So with the parking prices here in Cornwall so far, this little trip here would have cost us 15 quid, which is a lot of money just to visit the coast. So it's not a case of can we get to these places, it's a case of it's going to cost us a fortune to park. But hey, we're in a big vehicle, we have to just take that on the chin. Anyway, we're going to hit the road, head down the road to just near Mevagissey. I think I'm saying that right, Mevagissey. Oh, glad I got him in time, eh?
Leaving Louth, we continued on our journey towards Mevagissey, where we had booked a pitch at a campsite for the next few days.
Yep, that's tight. All sorted.
Yeah, all checked in?
All checked in and ready to go. They're very friendly, very interested in the lorry.
Oh good, that positive reaction is
Yeah,
always
no, they were
good.
saying that these pictures here, the ones we're on,
Yeah.
they literally said that is literally what they're for. They're for big vehicles,
Yeah.
like RVs, American RVs and conversions. So,
Very good.
yeah, no, very cool. Right, you're going to need to jump out and put the barrier code in, which is that, at that little keypad.
Okay.
And then you're just going to have to see me round effectively.
Here we go. How big is this?
It's a humongous pitch.
So you can see where the electric point there is. That's all our pitch here.
Over if we want.
So if you need to. Leave a bit of space there. We don't want to be right next to the road bit.
Yeah, I love that, you know. You get to a place like this and it's like so welcome.
I love you.
We've just got pitched up and these pitches are the biggest pitches we have ever ever seen, aren't they?
They are, they're really good. And there's no one else using them, so it's like, feels like we've got even more space.
Yeah, so when you do the booking here, it actually gives you the option to choose RV above 5 tons. So, which is a really good feature. We've never seen that before.
Did we pay extra for that though?
I think we might have paid a little bit extra.
Right.
But when we went into reception, which is always a little bit of a nervous one because we don't know how people are going to react to the truck, they actually took a real interest in it. They were like, oh, that's a really cool truck. And saying that they get quite a lot of large vehicles here, specifically on these pitches, because the pitch we were on is actually 15 metres by 12 metres. It is colossal. Absolutely huge. So right now we're going to have a little look around, see what it's about, see what the showers and stuff are like, and the laundry especially. They've actually got a motorhome service point, dedicated motorhome service point, and a separate toilet disposal area. Lots of showers, lots of basins, a couple of toilets, urinals, usual stuff. Yeah, and lots of bins and recycling as well. Okay, and finally part of this sort of shower area is the laundry, and they've got quite a lot of machines actually. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 washers, 6 dryers, and ironing boards.
Feels hot.
Kira, when was the last time you ironed a piece of clothing?
3 years ago.
3
Definitely
years
3 years
ago.
ago. But Ted does have a shirt, a new shirt, a really cool Sesame Street one. It's all crimpled and needs ironing. So I might come in here and use that.
There we go, exciting stuff.
I know, that's exciting.
Yeah, there we go. Haven't ironed a single bit of clothing in 3 years. Oh wow, and here we go, look. So it's touchscreen. Yeah, look at that, really cool. All touchscreen electronic. Huh?
Card operated.
Card operated, yeah, leave those boys and girls. Well, I don't know where they're operated actually. Okay, so the dryers are card operated, the washers are coin operated.
Now the beach is literally just over there, like we can see the sea from here, but we're going to save that bit for tomorrow because we are going to head now to the restaurant area, the cafe. I think there's a coffee bar, and get ourselves a nice little drink and just chill out. It's getting on now.
There we go, swimming pool there.
Oh, and there's the arcades, look.
Oh, there we go.
Would you like a straw? Just the
Yeah, no
bottle.
What do you say? Thank you. And then Kira, do you know what
Could I have a rosé lemonade, with lemonade, sorry. So just Zinfandel would be great, thank you.
Look at my cake. Wow.
Beautiful.
Oh, I'm from the nice store. This is lovely.
I think you can kind of tell it's a 5-star campsite now, right?
This is nice. It's how I roll, baby. It's how I roll.
I used to have to sit like this.
And now I stand here calling at your door. Oh, now I stand here calling at your door. Yeah, I'm yours. Anywhere you want. Yeah, I'm yours. And now we're singing.
Spent the morning at the swimming pool on site, which was actually really, really good. Don't know how long we were in there, maybe a couple of hours, which is actually quite a long time in the swimming pool. We just had lunch and we're now getting ready to head down to the beach, which means wetsuits at the ready for everyone but Ted, because Ted is too fussy to put on a wetsuit and is even being fussy with his rash vest. So not sure how much, but we're taking the paddleboard down. We're taking the paddleboard, we're taking snorkel gear, obviously buckets and spades for Teddy to keep occupied, but it should be good fun. And it is probably the hottest day since we've started now, and we've got full length wetsuits as well, which is why I haven't quite got mine on yet, because I'm going to roast. But we'll see how they do in the water. Are you looking forward to it?
Nervous.
Nervous?
Yeah, I'm already sweating.
Sweating. What for though? Like, are you nervous for the shark?
Shark,
Oh, right,
yeah.
not the cold.
Yeah, both. Yeah, both.
Both.
Both,
Okay. And you went down with
yeah.
Daddy
More
last
nervous
night.
about the cold than the sharks, though.
Yeah. Well, we know it's going to be cold. We don't know there's going to be
I
sharks.
think it's snack time, isn't it now?
It is not snack time. We've just had lunch, you crazy.
We didn't.
We did.
We didn't. I just got snack.
Anyway, we've got loads of bags to carry, so we'll see you again in a minute when we're down the beach. You can see how close, obviously, some of the camper vans behind me are to the beach, so it's really beautiful. We've got wetsuits, because we're wimps. We've got snorkel gear, and that's why we've got the wetsuits, because we want to get proper in and not be absolutely freezing.
All wimps.
All wimps. Yeah, we're not in yet. The kids, Piper and Jack, have run in. But I think they're only ankle deep. Oh, Jack's back. Come on, Jack, come and
Jack,
tell us what it's
what's it
like. Come see, come ça. Well, the French lessons are paying off anyway. Yeah, so we're gonna get the paddleboard pumped up now, I think.
Yeah.
Get all set up and then we'll try and brave the water.
You ready to run in, Pip?
Dad's gonna come and run in with you.
Go on, you go paddling, I'll come get you.
Do you want me to zip up? Are you ready yet?
Yeah.
How's that? How was it?
Yeah, it's absolutely fine, man.
Yeah.
These actually keep you floating as well.
You will be able to, yeah. Honestly, that was so much fun. We didn't record much because it's difficult when you're in the water and we were just too busy enjoying it, to be honest, weren't we?
It was super, super fun. We haven't been on the paddleboard for a long, long time, so that was good. Kira went under a few times, which frustratingly, I was sat there with the camera for ages and ages and ages, and then I was like, well, I can't film it for too long.
Yeah.
Turned it off, she went in, typically,
I know.
isn't it?
I went in about 3 times actually.
Yeah.
The waves are quite strong, and usually when I paddleboarded before, it's not been in the sea, it's been like on a lake, so you have a nice smooth bit, but this was quite interesting.
But it was very good. We tried our new snorkel kits out, me and Pip. Very good, wasn't it, girl?
You like it?
Soaking wet now.
Yeah.
I know.
But we're now going to go back and warm up.
Yeah, warm up a little bit now.
Have a cup of tea.
We are back at our pitch now, and it's a good job it's big because we've got all this space to dry out all our stuff and make a mess really. Look at it. Got lots of tidying up to do today.
The kids are just inside at the minute having some chill time, so we did the swimming pool this morning, and then obviously we played in the water this afternoon, so we're all pretty tired. There's something about swimming and being in the water that just does make you tired. And Jack bumped his head as well on the paddleboard, bonked it, sort of fell off, and then he went under, the paddleboard hit his head, so he felt a little bit rough when we got back. So yeah, the Wi-Fi here though is not very good. That is my one, because campsite's great, but we always find it whenever we go to a campsite and we have high expectations, and this campsite is really good, there's always something that doesn't quite tick, and the 4G signal here is absolutely poor. I do not know if that's just like Cornwall in general. Obviously we need 4G signal, not just for watching Netflix and watching YouTube, but just work. Obviously we've got to work and upload these videos for you guys. So we are going to test out the paid Wi-Fi. So you get 30 minutes free trial, and then you have to pay for it, which is another little bugbear of mine. I kind of think that if you're paying for a 5-star campsite, then Wi-Fi should be included, but hey, maybe if it was, then the Wi-Fi would not be very good with everyone using it. So we're going to test that out in a bit. We've just got on the 30 minutes free trial and it's so far okay, so we'll test that out in a little bit. But for now I'm going to get inside and I'm going to cook up an apple crumble, one of my favourite desserts, and the kids and Rick love it when I make my apple crumble. So haven't made it yet since being back in the UK, so I'm going to give it a go.
It's now day 11 of our journey around coastal Great Britain in our self-build truck. And today we're taking the southwest coastal path to Mevagissey, a place which has been recommended loads and loads of times. And just at that point, we've just arrived here. Jack, we're going the wrong way. It's this way. Very nearly went the wrong way there. But The Southwest Coastal Path, as it says, is right on the coast. And even though we are doing this by lorry, we're gonna get out and walk where we can, especially where access is difficult to some of these little villages. And here we are. So we're going to follow this. We're now in a field full of cows, and there's a lot of cows here.
There's a lot of cow poo.
There's a lot of cow poo, so be careful, guys, as we walk through here. Oh, wait there. We might just have to follow the...
I don't really know.
Here we go. We'll follow the boundary down. I'm not a big fan of cows, I must admit.
Can I tell the camera something?
But yeah, you can tell the camera something in a second, buddy. What would you like to say?
When we were back at the house, we walked through a lake, lots of frogs. There was a huge cow, and I was literally so afraid of cows when I was 4.
Yeah, you were so
big.
afraid, but they're right over there. There's people up ahead with their dog as well, and the cows are not interested. So, but cows can be very inquisitive, can't they?
I don't know why.
There isn't really like a path here. We're just sort of walking through a field at the minute. I can see the path further on, and it's absolutely stunning.
More like stinky.
There's actually a lot of people on the path this morning, so maybe a lot of people walk this route, which is really, really good to know. Let us know, guys, if you have done a long distance walking route. It'd be really interesting to know. We've debated doing one, but obviously the kids being young, Teddy's only 4, nearly 5, not sure it's the right time yet. Maybe something to do in the future.
Not afraid, Ted?
Yes, because I'm a fan of animals.
You are an animal boy.
I like animals.
They're starting to look at us, these cows. Don't stare at the cows. We'll be okay. There is one on the path as we walk closer. Come on, Ted.
There's one looking at Pip, big time.
We've already said Pip's safe because she's a vegetarian, haven't we? She's their friend.
And you're afraid to delete it.
Come on, Teddy.
Not just scary, it's kind.
Looking at you, Ted.
I
I think it's saying, oh, that little boy looks tasty.
hate meat.
They're vegetarians, aren't they? Come on.
Oh, my hand. Well, they're sort of all looking at me.
They're all looking at you. Right, just behind us, you'll be able to see the campsite where we're actually saying Pentuan Sands. I think that's how I say it, isn't it? I can never get place names right, so I do apologise. But Pentuan Sands is right there, and that's the real appeal to this place. Is it's literally on its own private beach, which is incredible. Very, very beautiful place, even more so from up here. And also another thing, getting a vantage point up high, is the water here is beautiful. Crystal clear turquoise water, just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. As we said, we might not have said for a few days or whatever, but this is our first time in southwest England, so all of this is new to us. And at the minute, very, very good. But next week is going to all change, and I'm not going to let you know why just yet, but we might find our biggest challenge next week so far on this trip. Now, Mevagissey is just come into view, looking absolutely amazing. We were actually going to do this walk yesterday, but we had light rain and overcast, so we decided to postpone it to today. And we made the right decision because it's absolutely glorious. And when the sun is shining over the coast, it just glitters, doesn't it? It glitters along the surface, and it is stunning. What does Teddy think of it?
Good.
Good. What are you looking forward to?
Lunch.
Lunch. Me too. But he did say, I asked him this question 2 seconds ago. I said, what do you want for lunch? And he said McDonald's. So we'll see if there's a McDonald's in Mevagissey. I'm not sure there will be, and I really hope there's not. I'll be disappointed if there is.
I would be lovely if there was.
You would be lovely if there is. I know you would, but I think it wouldn't be good.
Well, what do you want, Plunk, then? I prefer a classic burger restaurant.
A classic burger restaurant. I think something a bit more Burger King. Guys. Let's just stop. Let's just stop. What's going on? Look, this is on. Everybody's listening to this. Yeah. We've got like McDonald's, just a burger restaurant, Burger King. What's going on? Yeah, we're exposing ourselves, guys.
Yeah. I know one. Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut, yep. So there we go, guys. I hope there's McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, all the rest in there.
No. I'm actually hoping for some seafood. I know there's a few seafood restaurants down here.
Not in America.
No, well, Piper's vegetarian, so that might be a little bit tricky. But, ooh,
Your bag's stuck.
I'm caught on the gate.
There you go.
I think you did like corn. I did.
But something nice and traditional Cornish.
There we go, we just spotted a seal in the harbour. How cool's that?
Because it keeps getting food.
Yeah.
Maybe from.
Well, I think probably literally from there. It's come to the fish bar. Right, so first impressions of Mevagissey is that it's absolutely beautiful. It's the quaintness that we were looking for. We thought Louth was going to be really quaint, but it was quite big. But this is just stunning. Right, it's getting on lunchtime now, so we're trying to find somewhere to eat. There's loads of pasty shops. I'm not really feeling a pasty today because we had one the other day. I'd quite like a bit of seafood or something, but something light. There's a lot of choice, and sometimes I get a bit overwhelmed when there's choice. And we do this typical thing where we end up walking around the entire town and then we still don't know where we want to eat. So hopefully we'll find somewhere soon because we do have some hungry bellies.
Wait there. Oh, that's not actually a bad price, to be fair. That's less than I thought.
Standard property check.
Yeah, standard property check. Oh look, that's the delivery guy coming down there.
Oh my gosh, that is tight. Wowee. Oh my gosh, that's quite scary.
There you go. If you convert one of those, you can get down all these little lanes.
This was actually the one place that people have commented saying, do not try to drive your lorry down here because you will get stuck.
Yeah, but there is actually a big car park where you can park motorhomes and even overnight here. So it's a good place if you can get parked.
Yeah. So we actually ended up having to go to a few different places for lunch. So the boys grabbed sausage rolls from a bakery, which supposedly is one of the best. And we went into She Sells, which is a lovely quaint looking shop, with the hope of finding a vegan sausage roll because it was on the menu, and unfortunately it was all sold out. So instead Piper got, it's like a brioche bun with egg, fried egg, cheese and garlic mayo. And it looks pretty tasty, it's just a bit hot at the minute.
A bit hot.
And I've had to do a swapsy with Rick because I ordered a sausage roll, he ordered a steak pasty, but what he didn't realise is that with the steak pasty, it's still a bit like the Cornish pasty with like the bits of swede in, and he's not a fan. So I've been the ever-loving wife and agreed to swap with him, and I'll eat this and he'll have the sausage roll. So yeah, we'll eat lunch and then do a bit more exploring.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
We actually found a little private beach off the campsite's private beach yesterday, and we collected loads of crab shells, crab legs, and in there was a spider crab leg. That was really cool actually, and they've repurposed the old lifeboat station, which is obviously now the aquarium, so that's what they've put it in. So it's only really small, but it is interesting to actually see, because it's not one of these aquariums where it has sort of fish and marine life from all over the world, all the tropical stuff. It's all the stuff local to Cornwall. So it's the sort of stuff, like I said, that we've been finding on the beaches.
Hello everyone, I am in a glorious hidden beach in Cornwall. Today I have found some of the best crab leg finds and body finds I could ever find. This is my whole collection of what I found at the beach. I can't believe it. It's so cool. I don't know many other species, but the most common one we found was probably the spider crab, which is from this one over here, and an edible crab from these and some of these big claws over here. This is my personal fave, a star leg. It's actually incredible. I want to wash it off when we get home and see what it looks like. This one is pretty cool too. It's a crab body from an edible crab.
That's super interesting and educational too. We're hoping we're going to find a lot, find a lot out on this trip. Get to know our Great British coast a bit more.
I must say, Ruby's ice cream is superb, isn't it?
It's really good. I went for the
No.
Cornish clotted cream. I think it is called Cornish cream tea.
Cornish cream tea. Me and Ted didn't we? Because didn't we? Chocolate's nice.
Standard, isn't it?
Can't beat chocolate, and she even gave us a free drizzle of hot chocolate sauce, which then automatically sort of not freezes but sets. So that was very, very nice.
Don't forget about me.
What did you get, Pipey?
I got cherry sorbet.
We won't forget about you like you forget about your sunglasses.
Sorry, but actually, I remember at one time when we got a ferry at P&O, you ordered me a full English breakfast.
What's that got to do with anything?
Because you forgot.
She was vegetarian. Piper's forgot her brain this week. She keeps leaving things behind. So she left her sunglasses in the toilet. We had to go back for that.
Yeah.
And she's missing her cardigan, which is on the play park somewhere that way.
Hopefully on the way back somewhere we'll find her cardigan. No. There we go. And Teddy doesn't like cones. He just likes to lick the ice cream and then give me the cone.
I don't like cones either.
No.
Don't forget about me. Yeah, I gone for salted caramel. And it's really good.
So there we go. All in all, Mevagissey gets a thumbs up from us. And if you're staying at the campsite where we are, then definitely do the walk, because the walk is fantastic. You get sensational views and it's not actually too far. Right, so we've just finished up at the swimming pool and we are now going to treat ourselves on the final night of being here to a nice meal out at the on-site restaurant. So I'm going to go check it out. I'm going to have a beer, because I don't often have beers, but I'm allowed one because I'm not driving today. And yeah, just have a nice evening.
Nice dress you chose, Piper.
We're just waiting for our food now. We've placed our order and we're just sitting here at the table waiting, and we are looking out over the roof terrace and we can actually see the sea, which is absolutely amazing. Really nice.
So we have this really bad habit of always ordering pizza because we're just big pizza heads. Rick's gone for the pizza again. And I was tempted, I really was tempted, but instead I've ordered this lamb kofta flatbread, and that looks absolutely mammoth. It does look good. It's got onions, tzatziki, and then obviously served with fries, so we'll give it a go.
It does look good.
It does, doesn't it?
It does look good.
It does look really nice. We have just left Pentuan Sands and oh my gosh, that place is getting busy. So it's the Friday now before the bank holiday weekend, and arrivals have been coming all morning long, which is just making us super nervous for what's to come now that we've left the security of the campsite and have no campsite or anywhere booked for the next 10 days or whatever, including...
Well, we haven't got anything booked full stop for the rest of the trip, but next week in particular, as Kira says, it's school holidays. We're literally as far down in Cornwall as near enough you can get. We have nothing booked and we are literally following the coast, which is literally where everyone wants to be in May bank holiday. Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be challenging and the roads are very, very busy as well.
It's complete danger zone and we're not sure how we'll get on, and that's the fun of it, I guess.
Yeah, it's all fun and games, we'll get there.
But we're now on our way to quite a significant location for the entire trip. So we're hoping we can get there today, but as we said, anything can happen and it could all go terribly wrong.
We are of course on our way to Lizard Point, the most southerly point of Great Britain.
That was tight, Ted, wasn't it? Well, these roads have just got tight corners. We're still on 2 lanes, which is a good thing, but there's a lot of traffic coming this way and a lot of bends, which is making things slightly difficult. We did just come across a tractor around a bend, which couldn't spot until the very last minute. Looks like it might be getting a bit better now though.
It opens up at certain points, but it's one of my pet hates is when we don't cut the hedges back. I really dislike it, because with our big mirrors, same with people towing caravans or, you know, any bigger vehicle, it's just going to struggle. But it's not too bad, pretty decent. We're just approaching the village of Lizard now, and I'm really hoping it's not too busy, because there's nowhere else I can go when I'm here. I can't carry on straight because it's a restricted road, and I cannot go through the village because the roads are far too tight. So I'm really hoping there is space at the car park in the village centre, or at least I can get turned. There's plenty of space for me to get parked.
Well, we managed to get parked up pretty okay. It's not too bad at all. It's busy, but it's not heaving, which is good. Maybe a sign that things aren't going to be as bad as we might be expecting here. So it's just on the green, the parking, and we thought it might be paid for, but it is, apparently it's donations accepted. So it's just a donations type thing for staying here. It's not our overnight park up though. This is just our daytime parking.
We've just gone the wrong way, so we go this way, and I must admit I did see this sign which says lighthouse, which should have given me a clue that it was this way, but we've just walked a little bit down there, got it completely wrong, and I was just sort of walking down there like, this is quiet. Why is it so quiet for? It's because we're going the wrong way. So just heading this way. I'm not sure how big the walk is. Hopefully we'll be there in maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. See what it's about. But so far, I must admit, I thought Lizard was going to be a lot busier than this. Well, we're only meters away from a poignant point on this trip of our drive round Britain, because we are going to be reaching the most southerly point of Britain. From this point, it's only north, I suppose, isn't it? We seem to be just walking down, so I'm not sure how far it goes down and whether we actually get right next to the water or not. Well, there we go, guys. We have now reached the most southerly point of Britain. How about that?
Pretty cool.
It's pretty awesome.
It's really cool. We haven't done any research either. We were planning to come here, but we should now really then do the west, north and easterly points of Britain
one
as
step
well.
at a time.
But
one step
I
at a
don't
time.
actually know what they are, so if you know, pop it in the comments. We haven't done any research.
Well, we know
so.
north is John O'Groats.
Of course, yeah.
But east and west, let us know. We'll try and get there. But this is amazing. So there's like an old lifeboat station, I believe, just there. But what is amazing is actually this boat behind us. It's obviously still used for a small fisherman. How incredible is that? Which I think that's incredible.
Yeah, cool.
Very cool. He must winch it up all across these, basically. There's these like rail tracks going on the road all the way down to the sea, and he must, I don't know, I presume he must winch it up. Here we go. Beautiful.
We've just seen some signs which basically tell us that this was the location of the biggest ever lifeboat rescue mission back in 1907. 456 people on board the ship, and they used the little rowing boats to rescue everyone basically, which is quite remarkable. Long time ago. So funny, we just walked past a cafe right here at the top and Teddy goes, smells like Sarah's. I'm thinking, what? Sarah's pasty shop. So Sarah's pasty shop back in Louth has obviously had a big impact on Teddy. I don't know how he remembers this stuff.
Well, we've decided to take a different route back to the truck so we can stay on this coastal path for as long as possible, taking in the incredible sea views. And what's taken us by a bit of a surprise is the amount of wildflowers there are along this stretch. I would presume that being so close to the sea, you wouldn't get as many wildflowers in the harsh conditions, but I'm obviously wrong on that one. There's lovely flowers literally everywhere, a carpet of them. It's coming up to 5 o'clock in the evening now, and we still have found no place to park. So we are going to try our hand at a park up 17 miles away called Praa Sands. I think it's Praa Sands. It's P-R-A-A, which is strange spelling. So it's either Pray or Praa. There's a park up there right on the front. I think it's about 15 quid a night. It's just a general car park. So we're going to try that. If not, yeah, we might have to just find a lay-by or just somewhere we could just pull in just for the night, and we'll see how we get on. So let's get out of here and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get there.